I want everyone to learn something today, and that is, as we go into the Pokemon 30th, the amount of hype around it, it's equal to or greater than the 25th anniversary and 20th, but I don't think there's any difference. The more things change, the more they stay the same. This time around, again, every time we go 5 years or a decade or anything, they tend to do anniversary sets like every 5 years, 20th, 25th, 30th kind of thing. That's what most card games do. And I think these companies know that probably the majority of people in the hobby are not going to be around for the next decade to celebrate the next version. They won't have the knowledge or memory experience to relive or revisit how things unfolded the previous times. And I don't see a situation that Pokemon 30th product comes out and just people, the amount of patrons and public people like you guys messaging Rudy, when you sell some Pokemon 30th sales, do you think if I buy it or if I put like $1,000 into it, what do you think? Do you think that's safe, or do you think it'll go to 2,000 or 10,000? No, I don't think it will. At least in the time frame you're expecting. If you put $1,000 into Pokemon 30th, I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know, whatever, a small case of an ancillary item, or I don't know, 5 ETBs or something. No. In 30, 60 days after you buy it and it shows up at your house, if you buy it online or TCG Player or eBay, no, I don't think you're going to be able to flip it. If a 30th ETB is 150, 160 right now, no. When we hit release and we go 30 days after release, I don't think it's going to be $300, $400. And I believe the majority, defining over 51%, the majority of the people on the books for these products, the stores, the car dealerships, the grocery stores, the gas stations, the furniture stores, the adult inflatable suction cup stores, most of these businesses who are on the books for getting distribution as a big box or this and that, I'm going to tell you right now, they don't want the product. They don't give two shits about Pokemon. I believe that over 51% of Pokemon pre-order distribution and all this stuff that's not going to traditional people and traditional hobbyists, traditional people like me, evil investors like Rudy in the basement, I believe over half the product will be siphoned off. The amount of botters on every website that are going to annihilate it is going to be astronomical. The amounts of people who are going to get allocated product that literally are just going to be in the hardware store or the furniture store. Hey, you buy that recliner right there. Little Peggy Sue's going to come by and she'll give you a nice little massage, and you may get a little Pokemon box. You like Pokemon, little man? You like Pokemon? Why don't you buy that recliner there, big boy? The amount of product that's going to go to places that have no intentions but to literally dump it as fast as possible, like it's a hot potato mortgage-backed security of toxic assets of your ex. I believe that is going to be why the market at release and post-release is going to be very different than the market of a Pokemon 20th or 25th or whatever it was in the 10th, 15th, whatever. I don't think the product's going to come out, and I just don't think it's going to double and triple and all this money is going to be made. And then any form of reprint they do, Pokemon knows the prices at distribution are going to be massive. Let's pretend the prices for the Pokemon 30th ETB, that's kind of my benchmark I like to use because it's kind of the most followed. The ETB comes out, is $150 in ETB on day one. Let's say 4 months after release, it's exactly $150. Let's say you buy it from Rudy at the rip-off price of, I don't know, $129 or $19 or $39, whatever it ends up being. Let's say you get $20 or $30 off an ETB. And 4 to 6 months later, I think it's probably going to be the same $150. Are you going to lose your ass and make a ton of money? No. The most likely probable scenario is literally nothing happens. That is the most common results of financials and derivatives, and that is the most common result that people don't even factor in. The human brain only looks at two things. If I buy this, is it going to go up or is it going to go down? And that is because we live in a prediction market, gambling, euphoric. There's no path to get rich and get colorful Bugattis. unless we do meme coins, altcoins, OnlyFans, and feet finders, and we do some sort of skip ahead on the game board, there's no path anyways, Rudy. Can't afford anything anyways unless I do it. Well, might as well go for it. There's no other path anyways. Well, fucking hell, right? In my opinion, that is why most people don't stick with anything. Because the most likely outcome is not that the price goes up or down. The most likely outcome in most things in life is, guess what? Nothing happens. And that is the most common variable that people just overlook. Because the human brain is like, well, if I buy this, Rudy, or if I deploy this, do you think am I going to make a lot? How much can I lose? What if it's reprinted? The most likely thing is nothing happens. Okay? Now, in the long run, that's a whole different conversation.
Yo, if you're currently thinking about going all in on the Pokemon 30th anniversary set, you're basically like this guy. Look at the small goldfish. If you want to be Florida alligator, you don't move like a goldfish. You don't have a memory like a goldfish. Look at that guy over there and those eyes there. The point is, set is gonna be heavily printed. Last 3 sets, now looking hot. Destined Rivals reprint, it's still going down. There's way more opportunity, something else than the 30th anniversary. Look, for example, anything from SV10 and before. Keep swimming.